Hello, team. TJ's back. TJ's back in the car again, as I always am, in the car driving to a sit down with somebody, right? Building that excitement, man. Building that excitement, right? Okay. What I figure I'd talk about today is this idea of momentum, and what does it take to be able to create that momentum? Momentum. You know, momentum is nothing more than moving your business from a standstill, like when you get in, okay? When you make that first decision, or the combination of the first and second decision. First decision being, I want to do this. Second decision being, I'm ready to pay for it, right? Okay, any combination of those decisions, right? I want to do this. I'm ready to pay for it. Get in and get started, right? Okay? Momentum is nothing more than going from that point to where your business is absolutely rocking, you know, and people are joining your team left and right, okay? Creating that momentum, right? Momentum, right? A moving object is a lot easier to keep moving than trying to move an object from a standstill, okay? So to keep an object moving takes very little energy versus moving an object from a standstill. So once you get the object moving, you know, obviously you're going to have to exert some energy in the beginning, but once you get it moving, it really doesn't take a lot to keep it moving. So momentum is getting that thing in motion, getting your business in motion, right? How many of you would agree this business is a lot more fun built faster than it is if you build it slow? Right? Building this business slow is painful, okay? And pain is really not worth going through, I'll be honest. Now, I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know about you, but I'm not a big fan of it, okay? So how do we get this thing moving fast and growing big, okay, with momentum? Well, there are some things that you have to have in place, and these are the three things that I found are absolutely necessary in order to create that momentum, Number one is you have to be excited. What do I mean by that? You have to be excited. Well, people say, yeah, I'm excited about this. You know? Man, I tell you what, there are a lot of times I want to tell those folks, man, I wish you would look in the mirror and tell your face that, because you don't look excited. Right? Okay? What is excitement? Excitement is when you take your persona or your character, man, and the way you display excitement yourself, right, and take it up a notch or two. So that when somebody looks at you, they're like, wow, man, what happened to you, right? What happened to you, man? What's going on with you, man? Are you on drugs or something, right? Because they know that you're at a level of excitement. Something's got you fired up to the point where you're coming across like you're 2 or 3 levels above where you normally are in terms of displaying excitement, right? So you got to be excited, okay? And excitement is excitement when you display it, not when you talk about it, okay? So you got to display excitement. Excitement is seen, not heard. It's seen, right? So what are you doing to display excitement? So you got to be excited, number one. Number two, you got to move quickly. Move quickly, right? You got to make the phone calls quickly. You got to go see your friends quickly. You got to put the cards in front of people quickly and have them read the 45-second presentation on the back of your business card quickly, right? The quicker you do that, the faster you move, and the faster you move, the greater the momentum, right? Okay? You can't allow the nose or the little bumps in the road to slow you down. You just run right through them and get to the next person. Get to the next person, right? So how do you create that momentum with quickness, right? Is make a big names list. You know? Start off with 20 names on a list using the Own Your Life names list and get through those names as quickly as possible. Call those folks up. Let them know that you got your hands on something exciting. Ask them if there are certain aspects of their life they would like to change. Would you like to change the fact that you have 3 jobs and you're miserable? Would you like to change the fact that your wife works at night, you work during the day, and you don't ever see your kids? Would you like to change the fact that you can't ever go on a vacation? Would you like to go on one? You know? Would you like to change the fact? Would you like to change the fact that you just don't get enough sleep? Would you like to be able to get a couple 2 or 3 more hours of sleep every day? Would you like to change that? Right? And let them read the back of the card, and then get them to a sit down so that they can sit down and take a look at what it is we're up to. Right? Speed. Quickness. Right? So number 1, you got to be excited. And number 2, you got to move with speed and quickness. Right? Number 3, you absolutely have to use your team. Teamwork is the 3rd item in this list. 3rd thing, right? Teamwork. Okay? Why teamwork? Because there's a paragraph in the preface that says that the secret to the system is not to talk. Well, if you can't really talk and teach, how do you teach your new person what we do? That's where the team comes into play. And the team can be just your sponsor. It could be your upline mentor. It could be a group of people on the team. But the team is anybody other than you, okay? So in order to have teamwork, it's going to be you, the person you want to invite to take a look at this, and it's somebody other than you on the team, okay? So you could do this in small groups, 3 or more people, or you could do this in large groups, 10, 15, 20, 30, kind of like the ones we do at Denny's, right, on a nightly basis, okay? So you got to have teamwork, right? The combination of excitement, speed, and teamwork is what's going to create momentum in your business. Guys, this is a lot more fun to go fast and slow. Okay? If you're a fan of pain, do it slow. But if you're a fan of just getting it done and getting it done quickly, you know, you got to move with excitement, speed, and teamwork. Okay? So use those 3 things and get your business off to a great start. And until next time, this is TJ.